Right, so
All right.
hi, I'm Claudia Sanchez.
Aaron Singleton here. And as you know, you guys are all here because of our upcoming trip to Egypt or just to receive information. So even if you're not going with us, the information is going to be, very valuable, whether you go this year, next year, whatever. Everything that we have put out there that is on YouTube from the prior meetings that we've had and things we've talked about and energy we have projected. You can receive healing or guidance from those things. And we hope that everyone received the information about building their own pyramid, the little pyramid with a 3-inch square base and 6-inch sides. And we hope you all have been using it. And we'd actually like to start there with a little bit of feedback from about experiences because we're going to add to that. So, what have your experiences been? Those of you that have created that little pyramid, what have your experiences been up to now at meditation or whatever?
I haven't built my pyramid yet. I completely forgot about it. So that's my task for tomorrow. Sorry.
So,
It's okay. Um, I mean, we've had experiences with people who can, well, I could feel the energy and people have felt the energy, and it's really amazing from just a simple cardboard. I know I just was surprised initially when we started doing something like that, but it does help you when you have the intention, when you set the intention to have Egypt show you something that's for your highest good to help you remember. And people have had visions of their past lives or just some type of thing that they may have done in that time, whether they were a doctor or whatnot. So it's more helpful for you to help you.
yes, this is really to help you prep to being there and to being in not only in the pyramid but in the Egypt periods because we want you to be awake, if you will, before you get there, because Egypt has a way of kicking butt once you get there. So we can soften that. We can take it from a steel toe down to a gym shoe for that kick. And so we are going to talk a little bit about that, share some experiences, and do a little. Claudia's going to do a little channeling of the Great Pyramid, and but energetically, we're going to take you there and let you have an experience. We've already done this several times, taking people energetically there. It's going to do it a little differently by adding an algorithm that you can use. Um, but we hope that you are using, the pyramid, and that you are going to be a little more chatty later on. Now,
Erica said that she had built hers, but she wanted us. She hasn't used it yet, and she wanted to see if we could elaborate more on how to use it or whatnot.
okay, well, we can start right there. So the pyramid, when you build it, you think of the top of the pyramid, and when you see think of a Kundalini spiral coming out of the top, where the waves of energy overlap each other, and they just keep overlapping. Well, they come up through the body when you're sitting or standing over it, and this is what activates it. Activates your chakras and helps in tune your chakras to Egypt and the pyramids. Now, when I say pyramids, we basically think of the Great Pyramid, and that's the only one that we get to really experience as far as going into the King's Chamber. Um, but that awakening of the chakras, and it's kind of like a download of information coming into the body as well, all in preparation, all in remembering our past, who we were, what we did. And it's not about you were there before. It just helps wake up your consciousness to be ready when you get there so that you can maximize the amount of information and healing that you receive when you're there. in Egypt as a whole. All right. Now, so I think we need to really just go ahead and go into the King's Chamber, have a little experience, and you guys will get a better feel of what we're talking about. So
we have to get into a piece of paper. So if anyone does not have a piece of paper and pen, I am going to give you a set of numbers. So go ahead and just grab a piece of paper and pen. The numbers are going to represent a frequency that when you say them, it's going to assist you in bringing you into the King's Chamber. Okay.
And of course, when we get to Egypt, we will supply you guys with activation codes to maximize everything that we do. There'll be some places you won't need them, but for those areas that you do, believe me, when you say the activation codes and go into a place, it just opens you just kind of light up like a light bulb.
All right. 6, 4, 9, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3.
All right, and Claudia will go over those a second time for any of you that need to check.
How you can feel the energy. Okay. 6, 4, 9, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3. We good?
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So for what we're going to do is to bring the frequency of the pyramid into the room that you're in right now. We're going to put you inside the King's Chamber. So we're by our will, with the power of the Holy Spirit, we create the frequency of the King's Chamber for all of you now.
Amen.
All right, now for the first thing, everyone give us a thumbs up if you can feel the change in the energy in the space that you're in.
1, 2, thank you. Thank you for about, okay. Just pretty much everyone. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So just sit with that energy for a minute or two and breathe. Yeah. We will tell you when to say the numbers.
Okay. All right. What is that, right? Okay, so you're going to say the set of numbers, but don't say it so quickly. Just be clear when you set. 6, 4, 9, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3. And breathe.
Now, we have learned that the King's Chamber is a powerful place for meditation. The back wall behind the sarcophagus is like a portal that you can go into. You can step through it consciously, taking your consciousness there and go into other dimensions, other worlds. But it's also a place of manifesting healing. So, what is it that you want to heal right now while you're in this frequency of the King's Chamber? What is your intention? So, your intention to heal your neck, your back, your heart. State your intention aloud. Yeah. So let's get the quote back.
Oh, my God. Yes, child. That's
Now remember that when you were sitting over your pyramid, saying the numbers, connecting with the King's Chamber, you will have the same opportunity to request or command even what you would like healed.
I have a question.
Yes,
How often can you do that?
for some daily. For some, it's going to be maybe a little too overwhelming to do it daily. So that is something that you will need to intuitively um, kind of figure out on your own. So, it's like going to Egypt. Egypt doesn't tell you everything. You
Right.
it wants you to step into your power, step
Okay.
into your intuition.
and if you're not sure, then you can just say for your highest good
Yes.
and just have faith that it will be taken care of. Right?
Yeah.
All right. I think Egypt wants to talk now.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna, for those of you who are not familiar, I speak to consciousness, and it speaks through me. My voice is now already starting to change because this is the frequency of Egypt. I always make sure if that who I am talking to is blessed by God. So you'll hear me throughout, always checking in, or Aaron's checking to make sure that we are having a very clear channel. Okay.
All right.
By my will, with the power of the Holy Spirit, I hold the intention to speak to Egypt blessed by God. Do you hear me? Check my basics.
You're good.
Yes, child. Are you, Egypt, blessed by God? I am. And you want to speak? Yes, child. Do we have clarity? We do. All right, I'll just sit back and relax. Mhm. I'm getting a little too nervous. The energy is very strong, and sometimes I get just a little bit nervous. Relax, child. All right. Say your power name. So you get into your power. I am Claudia, bringer of love, one with the Creator. I am. I am the love. I am. Good. There you go. Excellent. Welcome, children. I am Egypt. I am the consciousness of the land. Many of you have been there before. If it was not known as Egypt, it was known other names, Camp, Atlantis, Lemuria. And there were other civilizations before that has not been spoken of. Egypt is a place where you can go and expand your consciousness. It is a place where you can go and leave behind the pain in your heart, to leave behind the frequencies that have kept you from being the love that you are. So you have been drawn to go to Egypt for a reason. And for all of you, it's different. For some of you might know why. Others are just going for the ride, and that is good. You're just feeling your way through. Some of you are going for reasons you think you're going for, but you're actually going to be receiving other experiences, other frequencies that you did not know. All right? And it's okay. It's okay that you don't know. But I can say that it is all blessed by God. All right? Now, in order for preparation for those who are going, and this is good for those who may go back again or are have been there before, to be here. But in preparation for those of you who are going, you need to remember that the frequencies there are very, very high. And initially, it would take a few days just to kind of get your grounding. You might feel a little kind of feeling, right? But it is really important that you have a practice of grounding, okay? Is remember that you have free will.
Mhm.
You have the free will to ask for healing. You have the free will to ask just about anything in your lives, all right? So when you go there, know that there's an opportunity there to, like I said before, to let go of anything that you've been holding on to, whether it's childhood experiences that you don't want to remember, or if it's just pain in your physical body that could very well be emotional. All right. So I just want you to remember that, take this opportunity, be prepared, write things down, feel what it is that you want to receive and experience. Just have an intention. Make sure it's Egypt. Okay. So go there with some intention. All right.
Open heart, mind.
Correct. with an open heart and mind, children. That is all I wanted to say. Thank you.
All right. So during this time, you have still been in the frequency of the King's Chamber. What do you feel? What did you notice? What were you able to let go of or notice changing or healing in your body in these last few minutes? Anyone have anything to share?
And you folks could just go ahead and chit chat away.
Yeah, so I thought it was great that Egypt was talking about grounding because that's what I felt when we went into the King's Chamber. And I noticed from the last time we did it, more images of the King's Chamber were coming to me. So I think that's good.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, you're getting better connected.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I was able to see the portal.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. It was something.
Yeah, well, you will be able to use that portal from here as you continue to work with the King's Chamber. So you won't have to wait until you get there. So the more
Oh,
connected
okay.
you can already take your consciousness through that portal.
Okay, well, thank you.
See, some folks had said something. Oh, Kenny's asking if the trip is already full. I think Ruth can answer that question if she's out there. And how often should we use a pyramid?
Okay. So the trip is not full. We still have a couple spots.
She's right there. Ruth is right there.
Okay.
Hi, Ruth. We can't hear you.
And the other thing.
Wait, Ruth.
Okay. Yeah, and there's someone, a female, that needs a roommate. So yeah, we're looking for somebody who wants to share with somebody else. Okay.
We still have spots. Thank you, Ruth.
You can just be in touch with me, and I'll put you in touch with the person who wants the roommate, and then you go from there.
Awesome.
Okay.
You got a great group, and pretty much I think everybody is now on the WhatsApp group, which is great because then I can just send things, and then you have them all in one place. And then when we're in Egypt, we can share pictures and say, we're going to be 10 minutes late this morning or whatever. So I think everybody's pretty much on that now.
Awesome.
All right. Great.
Okay.
Awesome. Am I going to be doing?
Yeah. The other question was how often to use the pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you can use the pyramid daily, but it really depends on the person. So for some people, that might be a little too much, a little overwhelming. And again, use your intuition, use your own inner knowing, or dowsing or kinesiology, whatever tools you use to determine how often and how long, because someone may be able to sit in the frequency for hours and someone else 20 minutes, and it's like, no, I'm done. I can't do any more today without being, overwhelmed.
If you get overstimulated, just call on the energy of life to reduce the overstimulation. And if those of you who are not familiar with the energy of life, just go ahead. We have them on YouTube. Go ahead, Ruth.
I would just also suggest when you're focused into the King's Chamber of the pyramid, look up. Okay, I mean, there's that portal on the other side of the sarcophagus, which is great and everything, but also look up. Okay.
Thank you, Ruth. Somebody just mentioned something. Let me just see. We'll be on first thing tomorrow. Okay, great. Somebody wants to know why look up. I think maybe that's the mystery. I don't know.
Or you're going to challenge.
All right.
It wouldn't be fair for me to tell you. That's just giving you the little hint there.
So, ready? Okay. So we are being called to speak to the King's Chamber. For those of you who have the Ankh, inside in the pyramid is the King's Chamber, but I'm going to speak to it.
All right. So you can you can be better connected to the King's Chamber if you are wearing your ankh or have it nearby. Because remember, when you have your ankh and you turn it upside down, you do see the pyramid, and you bring your thumb and your first finger together, and that puts you into that frequency. All right?
Good. All right.
Go right ahead.
King's Chamber, please clear. Ugh. So it's just clearing frequencies that could potentially be blocking me from truth. Done. By my will, with the power of the Holy Spirit, I hold the intention to speak to the King's Chamber. Do you hear me? Yes, child. Are you the King's Chamber blessed by God? I am. And do we have clarity? We do. All right. So, King's Chamber, you have the floor. The King's Chamber was created long time ago. There is a lot of healing. Make sure this King's Chamber. There is a lot of healing at the King's Chamber. The initial reason as to why it was created, actually over 60,000 years ago, was because there was the intention of being in a high frequency space to be connected to the gods back at that time. Okay. That is why the original intention, it was used for ceremony, and it was used for prayer and meditation. But back in those times, they believed that there was many gods. Okay. And there was a very high frequency back then. The frequency back then was actually higher than it is now. Much of that is because of just the emotional nature of what's happening in your world today. All right, confirm that.
Yes.
Okay. So it is still extremely high, and it is for you to go there for prayer. It is for you to go inside. You see, many of you have been going on the outside looking for something to fulfill you within. But the truth is, it has always been inside of you, in your heart. So it is an opportune time to really reflect and to ask what it is that you are looking to heal. Are you looking to heal pain, or physical or emotional? Or there's something about your character that you are not happy with and you want some more enlightenment? Whatever it is, as long as you are in the intention that it is for your highest good. All right now? Aaron is asking about looking up. What was that all about? Is that something you can answer, King's Chamber? All right, yes, when you look up, you will need to experience that yourself. But when you look up, there is frequency. Confirm that.
Frequency.
And for those who can see, there is someone here who's able to see. Will see what I mean. Is that true?
All right. Yes.
Okay.
So what you can all do right now is to tip your head back at a 45, like you are looking up. You are in the King's Chamber right now. You're looking up. What this does by bringing your head back, it better aligns your pineal and pituitary. So you're better aligning your chakras by having your head in that position. So as you do that and you tip your head back, you can allow the energy to come straight down through your body, through your chakras more easily.
So when you folks look up, some of you might have a sensation in your body. Others might see, and others may not still experience. But there's a possibility, if you go with an openness to be able to feel energy when you get there, that can be opened up for you. All right. So for those of you who can see or feel or see some kind of sensation, you can please speak up and express what you are seeing or feeling, please.
I felt a lot of love, and I got the words, the light of God. It's really,
Oh, beautiful.
And that was the intention of why it was created, to be connected with the God and the God within inside. Perfect.
Okay.
Anyone else?
It didn't last long for me, but I saw like kaleidoscoping of lights. I mean, I often do, but it was really intense. It's almost like what the sound wah 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 would
Yes.
look like.
Okay.
And that what you saw was colors that are consciousness. All right. So there's a lot of consciousness there. There's consciousness to assist with your healing, to assist with your evolution in your spirituality. Okay. So if you are, let's say, blocked in some way, so you did receive a healing just now.
Yeah. And that was information coming to you in color because you receive in color.
And there is a reason why you didn't receive it for that long. Do you understand? So your bodies have a lot of density, and you have been in a very structural world. It wasn't like this a long time ago. People were connected to their hearts, but then people went more into the intellect. So the bodies became much more denser, right? So it's going to take time. You can't do this overnight. You need to allow the body to get used to all of the higher frequencies. So you gradually do it. You gradually do it through your meditations, through your intention, working straight with God. However you do it by your will and with your intention.
All right. Anyone else? What did you notice when you tipped your head back?
I first felt energy very high, very light, but also very strong. And then I saw a pillar of white light come down through into me.
Correct.
Okay, great. And again, your way of receiving.
And that is why that was built, so that people can receive all of this light within them. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay.
Hi guys, it's Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi. So I didn't do it until after because I was writing, but when I did it, what I saw was a white light coming straight from the top of the pyramid. And then my mental body was like, but that's not possible because it's blocked and all this stuff, and you know how that goes. But the white light went down and I wasn't in it. I was just standing to the side, but then it looked like iridescent rainbows of light coming through the rest of the pyramid, just from the
Okay.
top. It was really pretty.
You're receiving healing, child.
Thank you.
Mhm.
It is your will. It is all there for the receiving. All the energy in Egypt is waiting to assist. This is why all of Egypt has been created. There is much more knowledge that has not been discovered. But healing is one of the blessings that God allowed for this to be created in that space. So it is your covenant to receive and to be one and to be the love that you are.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else before we move on?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Kurt, go ahead.
I've got quite a bit because I'm still there. They say that I have a permanent open connection with it now. When we first went into the numbers and started doing it, I saw myself with a 6.5 foot double pointed steel rod that had these swirling things going around it, and I jammed it into the ground, into the king's chamber. And even as I'm speaking now, when I tilted my head back, there's a being here. Looks like a man, but he's raw in human form. And he has gleaming blue eyes and gleaming energy around him, and he's standing and hovering around me at this time.
All right. hold on, King's Chamber. Yes, child. Do we have clarity? We do. I want to say something to you, Kurt. There are some frequencies that play trickery. Okay. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes, I do.
Say to this energy, if you are not blessed by God, then you must leave now into God's hands. Say this to this energy now.
If you are not blessed by God, you must leave now. He walked away.
There you go. And this is for everyone. You need to use discernment. Not every energy that speaks to you, it is blessed by God. You have the free will. But if you don't use it by putting your will, if you are not blessed by God, and I send you away if you are not, then any frequency can speak to you and create disharmony in your energy. Do you understand, children? So you need to understand that you are all energy. You have these physical bodies, yes, so that you can have this experience in this incarnation. But you must understand that you need to understand your energy and need to understand what is around you and what is talking to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So as we said, you will be able to re-enter the King's Chamber and tip your head back with the experience, have this experience with the numbers that we have given you. We do want to move on to Sakara because
13.
our first few days will be at the Giza Plateau and then to Sakara. Now, the step pyramid at Sakara, I think I mentioned a long time ago in one of these that I was there many years ago. We came from Andromeda to help with the building of the step pyramid, and there is a uh, a consciousness there that is kind of a consciousness to help awaken you in a different way than the Great Pyramid. And
Numbers.
so we're going to give you the numbers for that right now.
Okay. Here we go.
But first,
sorry.
what we're going to do is energetically, we're going to put you into the pyramid. So we're going to close, we're going to shut the energy down now to the King's Chamber.
Thank you, King's Chamber.
Thank you and blessings, King's Chamber.
There we go. So you might feel kind of like a deflation feeling. There we go. Good.
Okay. By
our will, with the power of the Holy Spirit,
we bring you the step pyramid energy.
Yes. Blessed by God.
Okay. So we're bringing you into the step pyramid is a little different because it's not like you go up inside to a chamber like you do with the King's Chamber. It has beautiful energy, but quite different. All right. We have everybody there. Yes, you're correct.
Here are the numbers.
Got a pen ready.
Yep. 9, 3, 6, 9, 6, 3, 9, 6, 6, 3. And I'll repeat them again just to make sure you all have them. 9, 3, 6, 9, 6, 3, 9, 6, 6, 3. Good.
So everyone just take a moment, say those numbers out loud yourself one time. to better connect with the step pyramid. So when I was there with the building of the step pyramid, I came from Andromeda, and some of you may sense or feel the Andromedan energy as you are in this frequency. There were healing stations outside of the pyramid along a wall. And those healing stations are still there. I don't think we are allowed to go into them like we were at one time. So just take a moment and feel that energy. And what's the energy like to you, this Andromedan frequency?
I first felt a lot of love and blue. The color blue came through, and then I felt very held, and it felt like home.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very lovely. I really, yeah, connected with it. So
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
It felt uplifting to me, like familiar,
Mm-hmm.
familiar.
Thank you.
That's because you're familiar with that energy. Yes.
I guess. Yeah.
It was very comforting and very surrounding, and like a big blanket just was wrapped around me.
Excellent.
That is great.
Thank you, Seth.
And of course, you know, with what you're feeling now, if you just waited until you got there and had all these experiences, it could be quite overwhelming. So you're going to hear us reemphasize that over and over. That is why it's important for you to do these numbers, use that cardboard pyramid to prep you so that when you get there, it's just like being home again. All right. Anyone else? Something to share about that frequency?
I felt the energy go right into my heart, and then it went up to the third eye.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
For me, it was a lot like in my head, almost like pressure.
Was that pressure that needed to release, something need to open?
No, I feel like it was like squishing something into me. Like, compounding it. I'm a Pisces, so I'm always in the upper realms. Like I have a challenge with grounding, believe it or not. So that's kind of been the theme for me for a couple weeks.
Okay. Hmm. It did compress some frequency into you.
Receiving, right?
Yeah, so you were receiving. So I get a sense that that's going to like open up, like blossom like a flower when you get there.
Mm-hmm. And remember, with grounding, you can always get the energy of life and have the intention to just help you ground. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to do anything else, but just ground if that's all you want. Excellent. Let's see. Someone had mentioned something. Kirk had said something came up. Use a pyramid original in place of the cardboard pyramid.
That's can you use a pyramid origami in place of the cardboard pyramid? My husband been playing games with me tonight.
As long as it is the right size. That's the only thing. That cardboard pyramid could be made out of plywood. It wouldn't matter. It's just that 3 inches with the 6-inch sides. That's what's key.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I felt a lot of activation in my third eye in this one and also the last one.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
Excellent. Something else.
We're gonna bring a whole bunch of psychics back with us. Everybody's gonna be wide open.
In a good way, Don.
I
Go for
felt
it.
I felt really calm,
Good.
a calmer energy. And if I'm correct, isn't there like some small chambers? They're on the outskirts of the pyramid complex that have like frequencies. You go in there and you can feel the frequencies in them.
Yes, that is correct, and that is one of the areas that I don't know that we can always go into those. I know there's one on the outside where, as we're coming along the outside of that wall, we go behind another wall, and there's one you can stick your head in and hear frequencies. We do get to experience that one, but anything other than that, Ruth, some of the other places that we used to step into along inside and outside of that wall, are those accessible?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, they are. Like where
Okay.
we did, like when you came the very first time in 2006, remember we did a whole thing there? That
Yes.
still is, I mean, I was there, like a couple of months ago. It was still available. Yeah. It's just that they're very leery of us doing any kind of, ceremonies or anything like that. So we have to just, be careful about that part of it.
Okay. So in cases like that, we can, we can walk over there, pretend like we're drawing or writing notes and just be in the frequency and just don't let them think that you're doing any, that you're praying or something. And that's how we can get around that at many of the sites.
Yeah, yeah. And, it'll be like we can do it so that there's sort of like free time and we'll be writing and things. And then some people can one by one go in there or whatever. So we can make it work.
Okay.
By the way, just about that, I have little notebooks I'm going to send you guys, but you can bring, of course, your own. But that's part of what we're going to do is take a little time at the sites for you to write things, and there are two reasons for that. One is we're not allowed to do any meditation or ceremonies, but you can sit there and journal write. you know so maybe you have your eyes closed thinking what you're going to write next. So it's a way to sort of work within their system. But the other thing is that when you have these big experiences, it's very vivid. But then if you have another big experience a little later, it tends to kind of erase the first one from your logical memory. And so anything you can jot down at the time is like pure gold because it can trigger things for you. Like when you get home or just throughout, there are a lot of pearls that are coming through. And if you don't make them physical by writing them on a piece of paper, you can lose them. Okay.
Right. And that also goes for those of you that have a little bit of artist in you to draw whatever comes to you, even if it doesn't make sense to you at the time. That is how I created the biomorphic geometry with the '09 trip that, it's shapes and lines and numbers and everything.
Yeah.
And at the time did not make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And now here we are working with algorithms to help us access more information.
Right. So that when you have that piece of paper and little notebook and you're doing, you could be writing anything. You could be writing numbers, symbols, words, just, like angel writing, whatever. It could be anything. Yeah. But it's a way to that which is in the non-physical in a sense, of course it's all physical in a sense, but to bring it into physical form is really, really worthwhile.
That's great. Thank you.
All right. Now, Ruth, what is that other pyramid that's on the outside of the wall, the one that we walk up, the walkway, the one where most of the pyramid's gone, but we can go down in there where they had that stone that you can actually touch?
You're talking about the Teti pyramid, maybe?
The
It's
Teti
a
pyramid.
really big stone sarcophagus.
Yes.
And it's like pretty just crumbled on the outside, but when you go down inside, it's got fantastic hieroglyphs on the walls and all kinds of stuff. That's at Saqqara also.
Yeah, so there's really good energy in there.
Hmm.
You don't. There is a stone there. Do you know what that stone is that one of the guardians is there, and sometimes it'll tell you to put your hand on it.
Well, the sarcophagus is a big black, um, I don't know whether it's basalt or exactly what kind of stone it is. Is that what
Okay. No, there was something over by a wall that had a shape to it, like not like a being or something, but a smooth stone that you could put your hand on. But
it's in one of the pyramids at Saqqara?
city. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Well, we'll think of it. We'll figure it out.
We figured that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So how is everyone doing with your Sakara frequencies? Because even though we've been talking about things, those of you that have stayed connected, which hopefully all of you have, are still having an experience, more things coming to you, chakras opening or something. Anyone else have something to share?
Or even have any questions?
Yes, you got Ruth here. You got to get these questions while you got her.
Mhm.
I just feel like for the first time that I know Egypt, so that's good.
Awesome.
Because I've been kind of ambivalent, like, yeah, okay, I'll go to Egypt. Not really feeling much around it, but I've also been connecting with an aspect of myself who was incarnate as a high priestess. So I guess she's part of my blueprint in this lifetime to, I don't know, awaken things or work with me or whatever. So she's been coming through. Um, and then like now sitting in this energy, I really feel like I remember it as home. Like one of my
Okay.
homes, I guess. Yeah.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Right.
So even now, people could practice after all the things that you've just experienced in this past hour. Practice putting it down somehow. Make a symbol, a word, a number, anything, and then you'll kind of be in that mode when we get there.
Right. So, do you have your card too, Sean?
My head too.
So, when we talk about drawing and writing things, I mean, that's what happened, in the old '09 trip when I was sitting by the pool in Cairo is when the redesign of the Ankh came to me. And so I drew that right there by the pool, put all the symbols on it and everything. And
I'm going to show you.
so it's really powerful. Claudia has a cartouche that when we were there recently. So
I got it.
this actually came to me, and we had it made back in March of this year when we were there. It's very healing, very protective.
Let's see if you can see it, folks.
So that's the thing. You can have something that comes to you, how to use stones in a certain way, how to make your own jewelry or have it made. designs a piece of clothing. One of the guys that was with us in 24, he does t-shirts and things for Comic-Con, and he did an Egyptian t-shirt that was like, you know, just totally beautiful, selling them by the thousands. So there's all types of things, all types of ways that Egypt will connect with you. And, you know, Egypt wants to give us something to bring back to share with the world to get them interested in Egypt. And it's not always about getting them to come to Egypt. It's about awakening whatever is dormant within all of us. So if we come back with an idea, a piece of art, some writing, whatever it is, and we can inspire a few people, that is what a big thing, you know, that this is all about as well.
But it's also the frequency that you bring with you. I mean, you don't, you know, a lot of times people think they have to do something, and sometimes it's just you being the love that you are and the frequencies that you brought to uplift you. And that could be just it. You could have just helped somebody, you won't never know it. But that's how we help each other.
Right. You definitely will come back a different person.
And again, it's all with the intention of what it is that you're looking for, or just be open to whatever's for the highest good if you don't have a specific intention.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. We're going to.
Oh, there's a question. Kurt, go ahead.
I misplaced that webpage to do the Egyptian Arabic.
Oh, that was in pre-ply. I think it was sorry, I'm not great with names, but I found it when I just did a Google search and I was looking for learning Egyptian Arabic, and I came up with it. It's like a pink logo and it says pre-ply. And so yeah, so just they have all sorts of different teachers there if you just want to learn even just some basics. But I chose someone who was in Egypt. And I was actually being guided to doing this, and I didn't know why. But when I spoke to Egypt, Egypt said, when you're talking to the person when they're in Egypt, you're actually connecting with Egypt. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I chose 3 teachers for a while because that's what Spirit said, you know, and they were all teaching me something different through their lens of how they saw Egypt, you know, through the woman would tell me something, and then a younger man would tell me something, and then an older, a little bit more older. They just all had different. Somehow they all had different views, their perspective. But in the end, it's quite fun because I just have a good time and we just laugh because it's unusual for them to have, especially the men, to have laugh with a student. Because in the culture, it's very, you know, you don't really the flow. So,
Claudia, if you could put a link to that on the group WhatsApp, then
sure.
that would be available to everybody, you know.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I just want to say that, okay, next month, you know, we're skipping next month, and then we'll be back in September. Now, because we're getting close, we will do this once a month, September, October, and November. Okay, so as we kind of tighten up our belts there, because we got a lot of Egypt to cover, so we're going to take you to some of the temples farther on down the Nile, and then bring you home.
Oh, you should. We need to take them out of the car.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so unless you would like to stay in that Sakara frequency for a while, for those of you that would like to stay there, just make that your intention that you're going to stay in that frequency. And for those of you that...
But what's your highest good? Because you don't want to be up all night, right?
And we will just kind of shut this energy down for the rest of you. There we go.
I had a couple of questions. Okay. Let's see. Eric wanted to know about the gods in the, and if people actually believe that. No, that was something that was a long time ago from what the King's Chamber said, that it was when it was originally done, it was around a little over 60,000 years ago. So no, they do not. They don't believe like in many gods. That was something from a long time ago.
Yeah. So remember, when we are connecting with Egypt in this way, and the pyramids and other things, we go way beyond what is considered historical Egyptology and the history of the world. So there will be things that like this that come up that there's just no way of finding knowledge on it because it predates our known history.
And Kenny wants to know if we put this on YouTube. We do put these on YouTube so that people can share in the experience.
When you watch this on YouTube and we send the energy out, you will have the same energetic experience in the King's Chamber as you did tonight.
Yeah. So if you have any friends who's interested in Egypt, just send them the link or have them look it up. Anyone else before we go? Any other questions? We're good? Yeah, we're ready?
I'll just say I'm looking forward. I know some of your names, a few of you I know, but I'm looking forward to being with you all in Egypt. It's all about transformation. That's what Egypt is. So it's exciting.
It is exciting. And we do get to do a little dance on the boat towards the end, right, Ruth? We get to if you want to get a little Galileo.
Yeah, by popular demand, Aaron was like, "Why aren't we having the Galileo party?" You know. So, and
Yeah.
I actually added one more night from the original quote. So you have 5 nights on the cruise boat. So
Oh, great.
yeah. So that'd be really, really nice.
Big fun. Hey, folks, thank you so much. Lots of love to all of you. Yes. And
Really looking
Thank you.
Thank you.
person.
Thank you.
yes.
See you soon.
And we'll see
See
you
you
in 2
soon.
months. Lots of love.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Ciao.